top center starting location. Our Zerg, teammate of his opponent, he is...
OGS Zenio.
See that thing show with their face at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta play close attention.
Taste stares into their souls.
I do.
They talk.
That's why I know I'm going to marry her someday, Artosis. In the center right location, we have our crafty Terran.
OGS top.
I tell you, Tasteless, I hope that you're getting on prenups with all these marriages.
All these
you're gonna
K-pop
have.
stars I'm going to marry that they don't know that I'm going to marry them, but that's just what's going to happen because that's
Yeah.
what love is.
Yes, exactly.
And if you don't agree with me and my crazy opinion that you just don't know what love is, never been in love,
That's it.
that's what's going on, Artosis.
Well, Zenio actually scouting top first. Top not going for a double barracks play. Instead, he is getting the gas. So probably a blue flame opening, but we'll have to see.
The drops are pretty good on this map, too. Blue flame drop.
Yeah,
You have a
definitely.
big main base.
Hatch first for Zenio. How many drones
What?
will he make after it?
What was the map at StarCraft 1 that had a really tiny main?
Which one are we talking about? Was it Space Tile set?
Space tile set.
Blitz X.
That's the map. I remember playing Terran on that map. I'm like, well, I just can't fit my depots in my main.
Yeah, that's actually very true. The hardest thing about StarCraft 1 is making depots.
It's the hardest thing. People think we're joking. We're not.
Yeah, no, it's actually true. Spy depots were twice as big and had no real use, except, well, I'm not even gonna go. I could actually talk for 30 minutes on depots.
I
and why
could
they were
talk
so
for about an
ridiculous.
hour and a half about how Dragoons just stop moving. They're just like, no.
You could, but you'd just repeat yourself over and over. With depots,
I
would have bullet points. 30 minutes of different bullet points on why they're so ridiculously hard.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I've had so many moments like where I'm like, all right, let's get this SCV. He's gonna get away, and then Dragoon's just like, no. He
Okay,
folds his arm. He's like, you, sir, are rude. And I'm like, oh my god. Well, okay, now there's an SCV hidden somewhere on the map. You understand? I was gonna go for contain after that.
Don't worry, he probably got stuck somewhere by another SCV building a depot next to where he was supposed to build a depot. So,
That was
Zenio.
interesting that he took the gas there.
Yeah, he did a lot of cancels there. He was trying to pop off and see what was going on. He never even saw the first gas taken by Top. So Zenio's drone doesn't actually know that much. Well, it's going to be reactor Hellions by Top, of course. Zenio making his queens. Man
Oh,
Center
that's
is on the way.
barely out of the Overlord's vision. The wind could blow a little bit, and that Overlord would see that.
The wind could blow. It would make the wind in space would blow the
Yeah,
Overlord
if the wind
towards
in
the command.
space, well, it can be windy in space sometimes. You don't
Imagine on windy days if you had to like keep on going back to your overlords, tell them to stay put or they get shot.
You know, I always had this problem where, like, whenever I watch Star Wars, and I see like the rockets on the back of the X-wing, I'm kind of like, well, that doesn't make any sense because it's just going to go faster and faster and faster in space.
Huh.
Think about that.
Well, you know, if he's flying near planets too much or stars, then you're going to need those rocket stasis.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that they couldn't be on the entire time because you just go faster, but you eventually be like going at like the speed of light or something.
Well,
right?
you know, that might make sense to get somewhere really quick. I don't know. And also, what if that the universe they're going to, or not the universe, the galaxy they're going to, happens to be moving relatively compared to where he left from?
Well, that's a
much
problem.
quicker. Then
That's
you have
actually
to
a
get
problem.
going that fast.
Well, or you could just get the Millennium Falcon and just put it into warp drive, right?
What?
You know the Millennium Falcon, man. What?
Yeah. What about it? I'm confused.
It won the Tesla rod in less than 12 parsecs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. I think it's Kessel rod. I'm not sure.
Well, Spine Crawler in good position, moving up into what he hopes to be a better position, right into the Spine Crawlers. They're going to make it very uncomfortable for this Spine Crawler, trying to settle into his new home. That's a stressful time, Hellions.
Moving is one of the 3 most stressful things you could experience.
Yeah. And they didn't care at all, man. They didn't bring in a casserole.
No. They didn't have a block party to welcome him.
No, they didn't at all. They didn't say, hey, neighbor, ask me if you need any help. Or you have kids, I have kids of the same age, neighbor. Maybe sometimes we can look after them for each other if something is going on.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't bake him a special dish. You let them keep the dish so that way they have to bake the other people a dish and give the dish back.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. I know how this suburban crap works.
Yeah. It's very, very important stuff. Well, Baneling Nest on the way.
Whoa, what the hell? Yep, he just saw it. drones were like not mining.
They're being so lazy, so selfish.
They were like on strike. We want better treatment. You're a drone.
You're a drone for a hive mind race.
Yeah.
That's like actually, you get no say in your treatment drone.
No, you do not. You do not get that.
Well, the Hellions just kind of controlling the map a little bit. A lot of drones being produced as Zenio takes his third base. In the meantime, Top just looks to be playing a pretty standard and normal game.
Yeah.
Siege Tanks out, getting his Marines out, getting his upgrades going. I'm sure he'll... In fact, he's already going to take that third base, sending that orbital over already. The Overlord does see it.
Leave me alone. Oh my god, that was a pretty graphic sound effect.
Yeah, it is. You don't want to be inside Overlord when it dies, Stasis.
No, man. I bet the inside of an Overlord would smell.
You know, it
Nasty,
just matters
nasty,
how much
nasty.
the Overlord takes care of himself.
Well,
Don't tell me you don't
Overlords
think Overlords can clean themselves. They got those tentacles.
Do you think Overlords actually put deodorant on under those little arms to tangle down?
Well, it just matters how much the Overlord cares about itself. Some
Gotta be
Overlords
careful.
are okay with being dirty because they don't value themselves as Overlords.
Well, they're hippie Overlords.
There's
Overlord
hippie
dreads.
Overlords and there's Overlords that don't care about themselves. And, you know, it's two different things. I understand the hippie Overlord. I'm like, all right, that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to trim your Overlord armpit hair. But, you know,
Shave your Overlord
there's
legs.
other Overlords that just, they're like, well, it doesn't matter. And actually, you know what, Overlord?
I'm lazy. And they're like, I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I'm like, well, you need to clean yourself. Brush your teeth at least twice a day. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to lose that queen?
Oh, almost.
That was close.
Now we do have
That was really close.
Yeah. We do have a macro hatch going up for Zenio.
You know,
we have a nice depot wall.
I want to point out, this is really interesting, is that Zenio is actually doing a spine crawler push out towards the fourth base location.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh.
He's like not lost to Hellion yet.
And now he's gonna lose a few. Wow, that is some good Hellion micro, I have to say.
Oh my god!
Wow, Zenio cannot be happy
so
there.
bad. He even killed the automaton.
No, he didn't. That's 2 hit points.
What?
Or is there 2 there?
Yeah, there were 2 there, man.
Oh, now there's 1 with 2 hit points left.
They were probably going to get together and make an automaton baby.
Gonna make an Automacron?
He was going to become an He's going to become an Automamom.
Well, now it's a single Automamon.
Oh, nice. Clean the rest of that up.
Right now we do have Zenio taking another base right there, as you see. Another base being made by Top as well. Not to be outdone. And Top's second factory's tech lab is almost done, so he's going into his very strong standard play. Zenio, his Spire is only about a third of the way done right now, so it's a little bit slow on the Spire, but it's really helped him to get quite a nice economy. He does have 74 drones, and even more out now. He continues to produce drones.
Pretty soon we're going to see Zenio on 5 bases. I mean, the whole plan with this spine crawler push is just to get creep out there and connected to that 4th base location. The 4th and then the natural 4th base, so one of the top center of the map.
Yeah. You know, I'd love to see, against someone who doesn't aggressively stop creep tumors, Zenio's play. Because Top has been so good about both games stopping it, and Zenio just continues to push it outwards, and he's actually got a nice creep spread if you consider what's happened so far this game. He continues to lay down tumors, and it's looking really, really nice.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And now we see the Terran going to go ahead and move out. And this is one of those games where sometimes we almost always see, actually I can't say sometimes we almost always see, generally speaking, we see the players always get their 4th base. Like, no matter what. Unless something weird happens early on, they're going to get a 4th base. Mm-hmm. This is a high econ map.
Oh, for sure, Stasis. I mean, even if you're just leaving to attack, you may as well take your 4th behind it. It's right there. You're covering it by moving out.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, Zenio looks like he is going to chill out at about 87 drones. He's starting to make a lot of mutas, getting those infestor upgrades as well. And now it's up to Top. He's got to get some pushes going. Some drop harassment might be smart as well. He does have 1 drop that's going out across the map. And Zenio might be able to spot that, though.
All right. Mutas are now out. So he could theoretically save this expansion, which is going to get dropped. We'll see. Depends on where the mutas are.
These are a lot of mutas tasteless.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary number, in fact.
It's quite a few mutt-mutts.
Quite a few what?
Mutt-mutts.
Mutt-mutts that we're calling them?
Yeah, mutt-mutts.
He's going for mutt-mutts. Nice planetary here. Terra looks like the drop is going to be just a little bit too late.
Yeah, the drop is not going to do anything for Zenio. In fact, it's like already cleaned up before we're going to show you. Banelings and Zerglings were waiting for it. They knew.
And that's going to be about it unless he has a drop that really catches Zerg off guard. There's not a lot he can do.
Well, top slowly but surely pushing across. He's 20 supply down right now, by the way, 200 to 180. Zenio's hive is almost done. More infestors on the way. Zenio's he's looking great, man.
He looks fantastic. I'm really proud of Zenio right now.
Yeah.
He's improved so much. Uh-oh. Oh, Ninja Vanish. Here's the thing about Zenio is that he's one of these players that if he's not actually touched, he looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, really
it's when
good.
there's non-stop pushes coming at him that Zenio falters. You know, he can't seem to keep up with it. His max drone number comes a little bit later than most Zergs. You know, he makes a few more units earlier. And that makes it really hard to stop these pushes when they're non-stop.
Now, what he wants to do with the Mutas is try to swoop in here and pick off a few siege tanks wherever the Thor or Marines are not standing. Looks like he's going to do that now that the turret's fairly spread out.
Zenio is taking 2 more bases at the moment. Getting that Greater Spirit's about halfway done. If he can get... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is a huge attack of Zerglings just coming right up. And he does kill off a few siege tanks at least.
Not as well as he could have done. Not even he escaped that clean.
Top in the meantime is even making his own base. And wow, Baneling's into siege tanks.
You know, I don't actually... I know that the Zerg is max. I don't see where his army is. Nice Spungles.
Might be losing quite a few infestors here as well.
And actually, I think... Is this over? Where are the Zerg's army?
Well, Zerg's army is actually attacking a command center across the map. That is a lot.
Oh, he's waiting for the Broodlords. He needs to take those Broodlords ASAP. ASAP, peasily.
Yeah, he's got to get that done, Paces.
He hasn't morphed him yet either. And, I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
he
I don't know
actually
if
lost
he
his
should
Greater Spire, man.
Yeah, he can't do anything now. This should be GG.
Could have done it, but he did lose that too quickly. And he's going to lose his hive. So, kind of a weird anticlimactic.
Yeah, well, I thought it was going to be really epic, and then
he is still got a lot of bases. So even though he's got this crazy attack going on, that he will eventually be able to break. But he lost a lot of tech.
It's like he just wasn't prepared for the Terran to push out. I don't know. I think even OGS top was basically like, okay.
He's like, this is easier than I thought it would be.
I guess I win. I mean, thank you, but
well, Zenio now he's starting to make his moves tasteless. He's gonna go after these little contains and whatnot. He has a lot of units right now. He absolutely can break through there. Flank would crush through. He is still maxed out, and that's just a tiny amount of supply.
Command center crashes.
And look at that. He's going to get some free siege tanks.
Can't believe we're gotten in this position with this game, though. It's just so...
Yeah, it's quite odd.
So off-putting.
Off-putting.
It is. Now,
well, he doesn't have a spawning pool right now, which is an issue, because that means he can't make any units. Well, actually, well, he does have one.
He could
Never mind, he's remaking.
Oh, yeah, he does have one. All right.
Yeah, he's remaking one. He's accepting a loss of his main, even though he has enough units to break through. I'm a little bit confused about a few of his decisions, but
I don't know what happened to Zenio this game.
Well, it was so promising, and then he broke the promises.
Well, I was looking at this.
I should have made him pinky swear.
I know. Should have gotten a promise ring.
Yeah.
Well, now the problem also is that top is taking too much of the map. Top actually is going to have like half the map. I guess it's Zerg who's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And not in a good way. Just kind of like
really is falling apart here, unfortunately. You know, he just let his main die with additional tech structures and hatches and whatnot. He had more than enough to kill off what was there. And now, I mean, he's just battling with half his army in the middle against most of Top's army. So look, he still has so much there that you could really just take everything out. Well, plenty of ghosts on the way, and of course that is the ultimate tech against Zerg.
So, Terran probably going to turn all those into planetaries, make some turrets around him. Finally, that is cleaned up. So much time was spent with those drones, not mining, not doing anything. And once again, the push has commenced over here. Note the layer there is going to die pretty soon if Zerg doesn't do something about it. And Zerg cannot afford to keep having this tech tree reset. You're not going to beat a max out Terran that has half the map with Zerglings and Banelings and Roaches on tier 1.
Yeah, definitely not.
And he's just going to go down as well.
Yeah, down goes the layer once again. Zenio not really able to keep anything alive right now. Yeah, it's finally cleaned out that main force.
He's going to attack with these drones, I think. Yeah, I would expect GG.
Yeah. And Zenio will break through this, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, with that one Baneling hitting the Marines, yeah, but still, I mean, what a situation here. Oh my God, and even the Vikings clean up the Mutas.
Well, Top right now has, in addition to his first 3 bases, which are now mined out, he has 4 more mining bases. So that's like a 7-base Terran against a Zerg with 2 bases, a 3rd one on the way.
It's like you really can't be
169.
You really can't be bigger than a 7-base Terran. Like,
yeah, it's pretty difficult.
You get the 8th base. It's like, well, I don't even have SCs I can put here.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Even if you had 7 places that had minerals that it's not enough. All right, here we go again. And just barely enough. The whole.
Zenio probably will be GG'ing in just a moment here. It is 90 supply to 166. He's making 12 Zerglings. That may not even kill what's out here.
Well, Zerg's running out of hatcheries. The Baneling and S goes down too. GG. Damn, dramatic games here.
And Top makes it to the round of 8.
Well done.
Having to defeat his teammate on the way, that's never a happy thing.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You got to defeat your teammate.
Got to take him out. That's
right.
what competition is. That's what the GSL is.
Bring him out, get him a beer, buy him a kimbap.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get him, I don't know, some French fries. You can see, Zenio knows that something weird happened back there. I don't know if he like overmade drones or something, but
no,
he never had an army.
You know, when that attack came into his main, he was trying to tech to Broodlords.
Yeah.
So he has all these Corruptors making, like 16 supply of Corruptors. So that's 16 supply less. And he didn't hit the flanks. He was hitting nice flanks on Tal'Darim. But here, he could have actually broken out of that several times, and he chose not to. And if he breaks out and then has his combined entire force to have to just sing his main waiting to die, then the game looks a little different. I still think he loses, but...
There's this weird moment where we saw him attack with these Zerglings and the Mutalisks and take out a lot of stuff, but then the Terran starts to push, and I'm like, wait a minute, he actually doesn't have an army. He actually just has hatcheries and drones, and I don't know.
It happens, man. It happens.
Yeah,
well,
it's a tough situation.
You know, it is. It is.
But overall, really good games. First 2 were great. Third one got a little bit weird. We all of a sudden just saw Zenio die. I really expected Zenio to win when I saw him take those 3 bases at the left side of the map.
Yeah. I mean, he took the map pretty quick. Did in good time. Had nice creep spreads. Teched pretty well.
We're going to have a 5-minute break. When you guys come back, we're going to have the final best of 3 for today's GSL Codex. I'll see you soon.